Hello everybody, we are in St. Louis, Missouri. It is Saturday, May 25th, 2024, and we are heading into Jefferson Barracks National Cemetery, and we're going to visit some folks that are very special to us. And it just happens to be Memorial Day weekend. So we have several family members that are buried here. We are headed to Grandma and Grandpa LeBee, Sherry and Alfred Wayne. Some people knew him as Al, some people knew him as Wayne. They're both buried here. This is a very huge National Cemetery. If you've ever been here, then you know. And the way that they bury is you can have two people in one space. So I actually have a brother that died of SIDS back in the 70s, and he is buried in my father's place. And when my father passes, he's going to be buried on top of him. It's a very beautiful place. And help me remember where I'm going.
On the hill past the chapel.
Okay.
And they have grave locators at the
very
building, and there was a drive-through one up that way, it said.
Yeah. So you can look online at the visitor center, or you can go to the actual. I don't know if they're open today or not. They might be. And you can get a directory. You can find out. This place is huge. It's easy to get lost in, for sure.
And you do have to be careful in this particular national cemetery because there are a lot of deer.
Yes.
We haven't seen any yet, but usually they're everywhere, and they come right out in the road.
Yeah, they're not shy, and they're not afraid of people. They will come right up to the gravestones. They'll come right up to you. And if you've got food or anything, oh Lord, they'll come right up to your vehicle. We're by a tree, but I can't remember which tree.
Right before that road is where you want to
park. Grandpa LeBee. It's probably going to be pretty loud because the cicadas are crazy right now, so it is loud.
So you can also use your phone to do the grave locator, but for some reason when I searched Drennan, my cousin Louie's not on there. So, and I know my cousin Snooky's buried up here, and they didn't show up. So it'd probably be better to use their grave locator,
right? If you can. But you can see just by driving a little bit around. This place is massive.
And they're opening a new section here, obviously.
Right. So you can come here anytime. It's a national park now, so isn't that right?
No,
so
it's National Cemetery.
National Cemetery. So, but their hours are dawn till dusk. Is that correct?
I believe so.
And I don't know what their hours are for the visitor or the. They have like a little kind of like a museum
Yes.
inside. But I would definitely call before you come here.
Especially if you're coming a long way.
Right. But if you're a cyclist or like a runner or walker, or someone that does those type of sports, this would be the perfect place to come and visit. I think everyone should visit here, whether they have someone buried here or not.
And as you can tell from the name, it's located right outside of Jefferson Barracks, which is a historic military base that's been here since before the Civil War. Whichever way you want to go.
Are we going to try and find Uncle Jake?
I just drive around a little bit. As I'm going to steal a line from another YouTube person, Jefferson Barracks got a very interesting history, but I didn't do any research, so you're not going to hear about it on this video.
You're going to find some older stones here that are inset in the ground.
Yeah, flat stones.
The flat stones.
I can't believe we haven't seen a deer yet. Maybe it's too hot for them right now.
And I've done pictures and videos before. My second husband is buried here. He was in the Air Force, and he died in 2003. And when he died, he had a dog, Dusty. He had her, a Labrador, beautiful dog. Had her for 13 years. When she passed away, he had her cremated, and I had no idea what I was going to do with the cremains when he passed away. And the funeral home said, put the urn at his feet like she was in life, and they're not going to open up the vault again once you get out to Jefferson Barracks, so no one will ever know. So he's actually buried with his favorite dog, Dusty. So I hope you take a moment this weekend and remember all of our veterans, and remember all the ones who've fallen and who sacrificed.
They also have these little shelters every once in a while where you can sit down and, well, they're for the committal services, but you can sit down there if they're not using it, get a rest and reflect on things. And they have benches throughout and trash cans.
And it absolutely does not hurt when you see a veteran, especially if they're wearing a cap or something that signifies that they're a veteran, or even you can even ask them if they're a veteran and thank them for their service, because they may not say it, they may just say thank you, but I guarantee you it means so much to them to be remembered and thanked for their service. No.
That is for the fallen.
Right. Memorial Day is for the fallen. But you can thank a veteran anytime.
And if you can see in the video, it goes way up the hill.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, a lot of cicadas. As you can see, some of the streets are named after famous military men, because that was Omar Bradley Drive.
Well, there was Truman also.
And Grant. John Truman. So, I don't know if you can see this in the video, how it works out, but I was always impressed at these national cemeteries, that either any way you turn and you look in a straight line, it's like they're lined up in formation. They make sure they're exactly, I mean the hills go up and down, but the headstones are in an exact line at an angle or straight down the road. Or straight ahead. And the speed limit's 20. I meant to clean our windshield before we came out here, but I forgot to. Sorry about that.
This
Lots
is
of
another
cicadas.
spontaneous video brought to you by Steve and April LeBee.
there and show them the grave locator. Cicadas are deafening. I don't know if you'll hear it on the video or not, but they're loud. You should be able to.
I'm pretty lost. I think eventually we'll make our way back to the visitor center, but we have a special guest with us today. In the van we have Glenna LeBee. Say hello.
Hello.
Aunt Glenna, we dragged her out of the comfort of her home and away from her puppy, her baby, to come on a wild and crazy adventure with us. So where are we going, April and Steve?
Who knows
where we'll end up, right? But guaranteed to have some
Here's
fun,
some
and
memorials
we
for
know where there's going to be food eventually.
Combat veterans and World War I. And there was an airborne memorial. I'm sure there's more memorials around here, but I haven't been through this whole place. That's for sure.
Again, this is definitely a place that you need to come and see for yourself, because there's no video or amount of pictures that can do it justice.
I think you found where you're going.
I think so too. And look, I stopped at a stop sign. Believe that?
It looks like they have mausoleums over here. I didn't
For
know
cremation?
they had that.
Yeah. Have they always had this, Aunt Glenna?
I don't think so,
I think this is fairly new.
but they did say for a while that they were about to run out of room, so they're probably trying to split the cremation being a big date now. They're just making sure they got space, because it's never ending.
And I tell you, being buried here it's a blessing to be here, because you're going to save, well, now probably about anywhere from $5,000 to $7,000, right?
Probably.
For burial. I'm going to do the roundabout. I know you love the roundabouts, don't you? Steve hates roundabouts, by the way. And I make sure I find every single one I can.
Yes, and if you've watched any of our videos, we've spent a lot of time in North Carolina, and that is a big thing in North Carolina right now with the roundabouts. You're out in the middle of nowhere, and there'll be 3 roundabouts. See a sign about fresh cut flowers and all of that only. Okay, we're at the visitor center now. I don't know what happened. Some of the signs.
Hey Ryan, you made it.
See, there's a restroom around the corner. There's the Gettysburg Address. And a graveside locator, so just flip this up. Your locator. And you type in the name you want. Oh. Press search. That's the name. It'll show you can print a map, do a new search, turn to names.